Satellites are good to go. Uptown looks there. Awesome. Alright, cool. So I got my microphone for no reason at all. Just looks cool to talk into. But I usually get to say good afternoon. But today's a special day, it's a special week. We changed the schedule up for everybody. And for that reason, we can start out by saying, good morning! Good morning! Good morning! Good morning! Alright. So we're in Italy, we would say, buongiorno. Say, buongiorno. Buongiorno. Alright. The announcement of today, guys, is yesterday at 4:22, Simon and Natalie finally, long time waiting, she just made everybody wait, finally had little baby Sienna, 7 pounds, 4 ounces, she's 20 inches long. So let's give it up one more time. So she definitely made us wait, and if you've seen Natalie at all over the past week or so, it was definitely about time. So it was definitely a great Sunday for them, and Simon and Natalie were coming home from the office on Tuesday, I believe, right? So I can't wait for them to come home and bring her home as well. Also, talking about being born, 1 week ago today is technically the actual start, the birthday for something that we've been pushing for years now, was Inspiring Minds. So Inspiring Minds kicked off and finished their first full week of summer camp. How about that? Give it up for Inspiring. First full week, success, nothing major happened, all good stuff. I got to go visit on Tuesday with Simon. It's just awesome. I can't wait to go back. Actually, we planned on going today. If Sienna wasn't being born, we were going to go head back today, but I can't wait to get back there. It's just an awesome feeling. I was there for 1 day and I already missed the kids, you know, so welcome to July. That's what I have in my notes here. So welcome to July, even though today is June 29th, for us it's July. We have 4 weeks in July, and then we're going to have 5 weeks in August. So it's definitely going to be exciting next 2 months. It is the summer. We're going to heat it up here in various agencies over the summer. Make sure you have goals and plans for this month. Don't let the month fly by. And don't get caught up in all the stuff of 4th of July and all that kind of stuff, using excuses and whatnot. Let's make sure we stick to the plan and whatever your goals are that you set forth, and have them in place today. Because if you put goals in place for July and you wait until after today, you're already a day behind. You know, it's like trying to come up with a game plan, the game already started, right? So have a little bit of an idea of the game plan where you're going to be headed this month, even if you have to take some time today before you hit the field. We're officially on a Monday to Monday right now, so I know everybody knows that, but it's finally here. So we're on a Monday to Monday, which is great. Convention next year is going to be in Puerto Rico, so the countdown is here. You know, every single week that goes by is another week that you're getting closer to convention. Don't wait till the last second like I used to do with my homework when I was in grade school. I would always wait till the last second, and then my mom would have to take me to Pat Catan's craft store so I could make the project at 9 o'clock at night when it was due the next morning. Who's been there before, right? Come on, you know what I'm saying? Let's not be like that with convention, all right? Because that's a lot you're going to have to get in at the end of the year. Stay on top of your retention as well, which you know that's going to get you to convention. Right now, the company is doing a personal recruit bonus. If you haven't taken advantage of it, it's real simple. You just find somebody that needs a career or a job, and you bring them in, and when they get hired, you get a bonus off of it. You get an upfront bonus, you get an income stream, and their business will count towards your convention as well. So all this convention talk, I can't talk about the convention without talking about the personal recruit bonus, because in my mind, that's going to help me get to convention. Part of my game plan to get to convention is for me to bring in at least 4 people and have those 4 people 10,000 ALP count to mine. So if you're brand new today, like your first week is like right now, you can bring in 4 people that will qualify you for convention. equals that, right? So do the math on that. Make sure you know how to earn the money and how to take advantage of the opportunity there. Keeping them in your calendars, the $1 Million Week, which is August 24th to the 31st. Don't forget to do officer report forms. I can't tell you how important those are. Mike Russin, Casey Kuhn, I've seen firsthand up at the credit union that we're servicing. The lady had a complaint. We walked in with a box of officer report forms of all kind of positive reports, like everybody saying, keep the program, it was beneficial, I love my representative, you know, all these positive reports, and she had 2 negative ones, and she just squashed them, right? So get the officer report forms, because that's actual proof. They can, your word, their word, he said I did a good job, you know, he said, she said, when we have an officer report form, it doesn't matter, we have the actual proof. So make sure we're getting those officer report forms. That's from the PR team. They asked us to keep reminding everybody about that, so I'm going to keep that in my notes. If you have 15 presentations, and all 15 presentations are through your lead sources, you should have 15 officer report forms at the end of the week. And then the last thing, guys, is the schedule for the week. The schedule for the week, guys, is a little bit different. Everybody can see. We're here at 10 o'clock on a Monday. Business agency meeting and early, so we could all hit the field today. Today should be a full field day. Tomorrow, all day field day. All day field day, like most people ain't even be coming into the office. We just go around all day. The main thing we got to focus on is just sit downs like we always do. Okay? So that's the only thing we're going to be driving over the next few days is sit downs and getting in front of the clients. Okay? We got a great product, a great presentation, and a great in front of people. Right? So then on Wednesday this week, it's going to be a normal Thursday. We're coming on Wednesday. It's going to be a normal Thursday for us, so that'll be Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday are all-day field days. And then Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be take the weekend off. Enjoy everybody, enjoy yourselves. And then Monday we'll be back in here again, ready to rock. So guys, we have today out of Florida. He's back from Israel. If you know who we're talking about Albie. He went over to see with his dad. He went over to see Israel. His dad got an award for microscopic surgery. And if you don't know, his dad's basically a world-renowned surgeon. You know, Albie came to the company in, I think it was 2012, I believe, at the end of the year of 2012. Started with us and killed it over his first few months. Had to go to heart, he had to get heart surgery in his 4th month in the company, 4th month in the business, had to get open heart surgery. So he was out for 2 months. He came back and came right into management and blew the company by storm. Basically, within a year, was an MGA, ran a team out of the North Pittsburgh office here, then he ran a team out of Morgantown, then he had a team in North Pitt, Morgantown, and then he moved to Hurricane, West Virginia, and was there for a number of months, almost a year or so, and then moved out of Hurricane to start the Jacksonville office, and everywhere that Albie has gone, the place is just risen. It's kind of like wherever this man goes, everything just goes up. I don't know if you've ever been around people like that, but this is one of those guys. Like, wherever he is, just everything goes up. Morale's up, energy's up, production's up, you know, spirits are up, everything's up. So, since Albie's been here, he's been able to just get everything up. So I wanted to have Albie come talk to everybody today and spotlight for us and get us up a little bit for this special week we got. Albie's going to talk for the next few minutes for a spotlight. Let's welcome Albie. Give him a
Alright, you guys hear me? So first thing I gotta say, there's no way that you got me blushing over here, you can't tell the camera that's quality, but my face is over and I appreciate that, brother. There's no way that I could have done this without my leaders here. At the end of the day, this business is about developing the right people, but if you don't have the right people on the spot to start with, you're going to be in trouble. I got to give a quick shout out to Christian and Kiera. So Christian and Kiera, come to the times real quick. All right, give me a round of applause. So, speaking of I was just in New York. I was gone Friday to Sunday, went to get engaged. The week prior, I was gone for 8 days. I was in Israel. And right now, this week before double check, we're at 38,000. Last week, we were at 23,000. So for the job to get done, a lot of leaders out of town, you know, a lot of times people say when they catch the wind, they might scream and play. There was no playing going on in Jacksonville. It was all hard work, integrity, resilience. At the end of the day, sacrifice. Everybody put the time necessary because everybody in this agency wants to do what Tommy Vita does and go home at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday. That's the beauty of the business, right? So the right thing is done by the right people. Also, I gotta say, I'm not the easiest coach to play for, so I'm gonna get some help about the Bible. We got Nemi, Lance, Charity, Selena, we got Davida, Christian, Michelle, Christy, Tracy, Tiffany, Charity, Jared, and Alex. All of you guys, we got Janae Johnson just started. We got Kenshin as well. She's getting started. She's not released yet. But we got a solid squad down here where it's not just one person every single week leading the charge. Every week it switches. And the best way to think of it is, when you look at birds flying, they think of these formations. It's not one bird that leads everybody the entire time. What happens is that these birds, whenever we get tired, somebody else has to jump in and lead that path. Alright, so the birds keep switching, who's in front of the tree, because whoever's in the front is taking the most headlines. They're going to be dealing with the hardest time flying. So this office, every single person, 1 week we got Christian on top, 1 week Gio, 1 week Christy, 1 week Lance, 1 week DeVito, everybody, Selena, everybody comes to play at a high level. And because we all play one team, one heartbeat, we're winning championships as an office. That's what it comes down to. I'm a big believer, and this is for anybody in leadership or anybody who's first getting started in their agency. Understand the mindset to be successful. You got to set the resources and kick the pony. Alright, set the resources and kick the pony. You don't want to send ducks to Eagle School. If you want a team of Eagles, you can't have ducks. People got to come to play. You know, so right now, we're a team. We got top contenders. We're looking to bring home the title, and fortune favors the brave. And what it comes down to, guys, is whenever it comes to leadership, if people think that the nice thing to do is if somebody wants off or somebody's tired, don't push them too hard. They might quit. But ask yourself this: do you pay a personal trainer to kick your ass in the gym and make you want to cry and quit every time you have a session? Or do you pay a trainer to give you a lazy workout? What do you put money out for? What are you trying to accomplish? What is that goal that you're trying to see happen? Alright? The best coaches are the ones that are going to do what's comfortable. They're going to make you get out of your comfort zone. They're going to make you push yourself harder than you've ever pushed yourself before. Because until you've done that, you can't say that you've handled adversity. You haven't had to overcome obstacles. It takes you doing things that you've never done successfully before for you to get yourself in a position where you can grow and eventually meet other people. I want to talk about vision. There is no way to talk about vision too much. Without vision, people perish. You got to know what you're looking to achieve in the next 6 months. Everything that we're doing today, we predicted in November. Call Jimmy DePietro. I remember I was talking to DePietro in November, and I said, watch what happens come January. As an office, we pointed the bat on Babe Ruth, and we said where we're going to hit the home run. We didn't hit it. We told them where we're going to go, what base was going to go over. Alright, so that's the game plan. Our game plan in Florida was one, get leaders on laptop with 100% business presentation. Secondly, was set expectations. Because the dog ain't playing like dogs, nobody else stands a chance in the business. We had leaders popping off big weeks, then players popping off big weeks. Then it's in the norm. Every single week now, we have at least one listener who hits the wall. It's not 2K a week, like the agency wants, like the company wants. Our motto here is 2K a day or bust. You got to take that into account. You want 2K every single day. Step 3, recruit the doors off the office. When you got people like Keeper in the agency who make their own schedule, make their own hours, whatever income Keeper wants to make for the month, he'll make it. Because all he has to do is work backwards with the numbers, and he knows how many people he needs to fit with to write X amount of production to make X amount of income. How can anybody ever say a 9 to 5 is a better opportunity than a company where when you learn a system and you know the fundamentals, it's like riding a bike. You can get on it and you can literally predict and tell yourself what you're going to make every single week. There is no opportunity like that. And lastly, once that snowball's rolling downhill, all that's going to happen is it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger. So last little note for anybody who's writing down. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Cut out the people in your life that want to gossip, talk negatively, or try to bring other people down. They're going to bring you down. They're going to get you caught up in your problems instead of focused on solutions. It's too easy to get stuck in the day-to-day struggle and to lose sight of what's actually possible. Surround yourself with successful people who have successful, positive mentality. That's going to help you get yourself past your struggles just by seeing the way they handle their problems. Last thing I want to do is talk to you guys about a quote. I went over this on our Saturday morning call at 7:30. Don't make any excuses. Success requires no policies. Failure submits no alibi. Thank you guys. I appreciate your time.
Alright, Albie, good stuff, man. You handsome devil. Looking big down there in Jacksonville. Alright, everybody, so what we're going to go over next is we're going to go over just a little bit of income today. One of my favorite things to talk about. So what we're going to do, you guys know the drill. We're going to start at $1,500 and go up. I'm going to say the income, then the name. Let's get two claps. So with $1,500, Brittany Saucedo. There you go, good job. $1,584, Tia Johnson. $1,600, Jordan Albright. $1,630, Josh Sharinka. $1,646, Edith Herbert. $1,655, Michael May. $1,700, Elba Vargas. $1,750, Case Dog Kunak. $1,800, Mike Clemente. $1,800, Chuck Ferrari. $1,841, Joseph. Look, what's your last name? Lakaitis. Let's do that one more time. All right. 1800s, Joe Lakaitis. Joe, 1915, killing the deal. Jamie Whitner. 1930, Alexandra Burberry. 1934, our trainer, Chris Williams. 1935, Christopher Mason. 2000, tall like his income, Britton Costa. 2,400, going for stage, Shannon Kiefer. 2,800, Pamela Spencer. 2,900, Brian Gilmore. 3,400, Josh Connor. 4,200, Matt Diola. 6,000, Tommy Vina. And 6,600, leading the way, Justin and Adam. Crazy to think that, 6K isn't even that good of a week for you guys. That's ridiculous. Where else can you go with 6K and enough? It's crazy. Alright, so what we're going to do, half a week, 6,000. Ridiculous. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the spotlight. So this is basically what the company does, is they take all of the producers and all of the managers, internationally, and they actually assign them a rank. So basically what we're going to go over is we're going to go over the individuals within our agency that were actually ranked internationally throughout the whole company. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our producers. So last week, looks like we had quite a few in here. Got one circle. Oh, cool. Gotcha. Awesome. All right, so starting off at 130, 139 internationally, Vincent Campana. 117, Mike Nielsen. 4,889 in the entire world, Noah DeVore. 4,888 in the whole world, Jordan Albright. 5,081, Carmelita Diedrich. 5,100, 77th place in the whole world. Oh, this is going to be good. Chijoki,
Just CJ.
You go back from Maryland.
Okay.
CJ.
I'm sorry. There's this coming back from now. You were number 77, so good job. All right, so we got 5,200. Our trainer, 70 in the world, Chris Williams. And then it looks like we have number 7 in the entire world with $9,318 in annualized life premium, James Kiefer. Awesome. Good stuff, guys. All right, moving into the top supervising agents. We we had 2 of the top 20 supervising agents internationally. In 20th place, her team did 8,900, Kiera Goodwin. And in 17th place, hailing out of North Pitt, her team did 9,100, Sarah Gilmore. I think that's all supervising. All right, moving on to the general agents. We had 2 of the top 20 internationally. Down in Florida, number 19, leading from the front while Albie was gone, killing it down in Jacksonville with 14,645, Christian West. And in 3rd place, internationally, we had the number 3 general agent in the world. Her team did 22,000, Latia Stanley. And nothing for the master general agents. We got to get up there, guys. Let's go, baby. And then top regional general agents, RGAs, we had 3 of the top 10. In 7th place, his squad did 68,000. We have Justin Adams. In 5th place, his squad did 74,000. Matt Diolis. And in 2nd place internationally, I think number 1 year to date, 85,377, Mr. Thomas Pina. Awesome. Great job, guys. All right, what we're going to do next is we're going to bring Marcy up to go over some referrals and activity. See you up, Marcy.
Hey, Abram! What's up, everybody? Hey, Abram! All right, let's take a look at who's getting the activity in. So we're going to take a look at the sit-downs. What we're going to do is give these individuals 3 claps. I'm going to announce the sit-downs, followed by their name, and then 3 claps. So we had 10 sit-downs, Brody Evanson. 10 sit-downs, Hannah Hinkle. 10 for James Nielsen. 11 for John Hargett. 11 for Charles Bailey. 11 for Crystal Triplett. 11 for Jeremy Morris. 12 for Jordan Lacey. And 14 for my man Josh Uringa. Alright, let's take a look at referrals collected for the week. Same deal. 60 collected, Samantha Sicardo. 61, Jordan Lacey. 65, Jamar Jones. 77, Donna Davis. And leading the way with 87, Anthony DeMeo. And now let's take a look at referrals received at home office with 60. We had Dalton Hedrick. 64, Laura Krasinski. 65, Nicholas Alabama. 66, Terrence Northfleet. 73, Christina Chappelle. 82, Matt Obringer. 91, Brittany Holly. 91, Chris Mason. 99, Nicholas A.I.L. 100 for Crystal Triplett. And 117, Anthony DeMeo. Let's take a look at who's selling them out there. With 3 sales for referrals, Nicholas A.I.L. board. 3 sales, Nick Dudikovic. 4 sales, James Curry. 4 sales for QT, Kadira Taylor. 5 sales for Terrence Northfleet. And then let's take a look. I'm just going to read off the ALP in reverse referral. That will give everyone a round of applause at the end. We had 2,100 Jennifer Hartman, 2,300 Aisa Yoshida, over 2,500 James Curry, over 3,000 Terrence Northfleet, and over 5,600 Pamela Spencer. Give it up for all. All right. What's happening, gang?
What up, Adam?
What's happening? So let's go over everybody over 2,000. I know it was a short week, just over a weekend. So we're back on Monday. And Monday I saw some great numbers. Like Albie said, his team was over 38,000. The Fortell Check team, the Albies did great. Team Winners and Team Cessna did phenomenal over Monday to Monday, and also a lot of other ones as well. But again, this is over the half a week that we just did over the weekend. This is everybody over 2,000. Let's go back to giving everybody 2 claps, all right? Let's first start in South Pittsburgh. We got 3,700, Chris Mason. 3,200, Jordan Albright. 2,500, Mike Bay. 2,500,
2100 Brody Robinson, 2100 Mark Albert, 2200 Jen Hartman, 2200 Josh Satini, 2500 Andrea Kessler, 3000 Brian Gilmore, 3300 John Carlos Sylvester. Okay, I'll stick to the other side of North Pittsburgh. Moving to Erie, 2800 Katie George. State College, 2700 James Keeper. Hurricane, we got 2200 Nadia Najee, 2200 Terrence Northley, 2400 Ryan Macker, 2500 Jim Curry, 2900 Elise Blake. Moving down to Maryland, we got 2200 Stephanie Brown Hale, 2400 Saeed Adibo, 2500 Cameron Culver, 3200 Ian Herbert. Moving down to Florida, 2300 Greg Benza. Give it up for everybody over 2000. Before I bring up the top three for the week, just looking at office quotas, I'm going to give the top three again. It was a half of a week, so nobody is over 100%, but let's talk about the top three. In third place was Morgantown, West Virginia. In second place, Columbia, Maryland. And in first place for the week on a half a week, Pittsburgh North. Let's give it up. Now our top three for the week. In the number 3 position, they did $4,300 worth of business. I believe this is his first week out by himself. From North Pittsburgh, round of applause, 4,300, Joe Lucas. All right, in second place, coming from Maryland, $5,200 worth of business. Round of applause for Pamela Spencer. Play a great song on your way up here. $6,000 worth of business for our DJ out of Team Vina. Come, here we go! All right. Just went up to this gentleman his first week, told me he was in the top three, told me I could speak. He looked like a ghost a little bit as well. So first time speaking, 4,400. Let's give him one more round of applause out of North Pittsburgh, Team Vina as well, and Gilmore and Team Brody. Let's give it up for Joe Lucas.
Like you said, I just got released last week, so he just told me like 30 seconds ago. So I'm gonna try and keep it brief for you guys. Just basically like Tommy and Brody and Brian always tell me, just keep your activity up, because that's the most important thing. If you do that, then I'm will follow. And I know Brody's always real hard on me. He's telling me all the stuff I don't want to hear, but it's all in good favor because I won't be up here without Brody, Brian, and Tommy. So that's about all I got for you guys. Just do your activity, get your referrals, get your sits, and then the AO will follow. So thanks again, Brody, Brian.
Great job, Joe. Let's move it down to Columbia, Maryland, 5,200. Let's give her a round of applause again. Pamela Spencer.
We got to push game? Yeah. The DVD. Turn it all the way up.
Elba came here this morning. She took me out there. She showed me what to do. The little part she said, don't give up. No matter what, even if you have a bad day, even if you shut the bad, you gotta realize, do that. You gotta think what you're saying for that week, this one. And then go out there and reflect your script. Not the script that we reflect what you're doing.
So excited.
She said everything. South, and usually on the ones and twos. Great week out of KB. Let's give it up for Josh Eureka!
Alright guys, basically I didn't do anything different this week. I just played the numbers, got a lot of notes I already played last week, and I had a person come in. So it was his first week, and I wanted to show him how to love the deal. So just got some activity and took care of it from there. I played the laptop. That's one of the things Tommy's been on me about, was playing the laptop, all the videos, because when the new people come in, it's hard to teach them you know, so just play the laptops and end up working out. That's basically it, guys. So,
Awesome job. Looks like we got really good time going. It's 10:40. To close out the meeting, we've asked Mr. Thomas Angelo Bena to close out the meeting. Somebody who, as everybody always sees at the top of the income report every single week, week in, week out, has been a top RGA in this business, one of the hardest working people that I've been known to see. Great father, great son, you know, to his parents as well. And has been able to do things at this business that no one has ever been able to see accomplished. Been able to be selfless. What a lot of people don't see is when he first started his business, recruited a lot of people into the deal, Matt Dallas, Casey Kunash, and everybody. And I believe, how many MGAs did you promote in 1 year? 5 MGAs in 1 year he promoted. And as you know, sometimes when you promote an MGA, your income goes down. You know, in a 4-month period, he promoted 5 MGAs. He was very selfless, and that's why you see him at the top of the income report. You see him on stage getting the job, and a lot of people didn't see in the trenches when we were coming up in this business the different things he had to overcome and the different things that he was asked to do, and he did not complain about it. He just did it, no excuses, and I think that's one of his models, no excuses. I've seen him do a lot of things in this business that I know he didn't want to do, but he knows that we had to do in order to get us from point A to point B in this business. So let's welcome to the stage number 1 RGA in this business, Mr. Thomas Angelo.
Man, so I feel like I gotta really say something major now. And to be honest, I only got a couple little notes here, but I mean, if you ever see any leader in this business get recognized for anything, it's great coaches have great players, period. I was talking about someone the other day, and you know, we're talking about leadership, and at the end of the day, you could be the best leader in the world. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't, man. It's all about your players. The best coaches have the best players. Plain and simple, man. So, you know, I've just been blessed to have just unbelievable people around me, and that's part of I take part responsibility for my success because I've been able to surround myself with those people. So yes, I should take a little bit of responsibility for it. However, the majority of any success that I've been able to achieve has been largely due to the quality of people that I've been privileged and blessed to surround myself with. And part of that is choosing, and part of that is not choosing. So there's certain people you choose to keep yourself around, and there's certain people you don't choose to keep around in your circle as well. Quality people are going to deliver quality results. And that's the key in this business, is keeping yourself surrounded with quality people. Whether you're at any level of the business. As an MGA, you want to be surrounded by quality MGAs. But also as an MGA, you want your team to be filled with quality people up and down. From that first agent who's in training class all the way up to your GA, your right hand and left hand person. You want those to be quality people as well. So I think that was been one of the biggest things that I've been able to do. Coming up in the business, he said I was able to, overcome a lot of stuff, and it's nothing that you ain't doing right now if you're brand new, if you're in your first week. Same thing I had to do. If you're an SA, you're doing the same thing I had to do when I was an SA. If you're a GA, you're doing the same thing I had to do when I was a GA. If you're in your 3rd month, you're doing the same thing I had to do in my 3rd month. There's nothing different. I brought my work ethic to the table every day because that is something I can control. I can control putting my head on the pillow at the end of the night and knowing what my work ethic was. You know, I might be able to fake it to others, but I can't fake it to myself. You know, so work ethic is something I took pride in coming in the door. I took pride in trying to be the first person here. Me and Justin, at one point, we would fight to see whose car would be in the parking lot when he pulled up. Like, I swear, if I pulled up and his was in the parking lot it's before mine, I would come out and say, Jay, what time did you get here today? He's like, I've been here since 7:30. So you bet your ass tomorrow I'd be there at 7:29. And then he'd see me, so then he'd show up at 7:25. And then we have a competition of who could get there first because we have so much pride in just being the hardest working person here, right? Last one to leave sort of mentality, opening the doors, closing the doors. That was the mentality coming into business, right? My mentality coming into business was I wanted to sit and learn every single workshop that there was to know and master. And the philosophy is you want to be in the workshop until you're able to run the workshop. So somebody says, oh, I heard that workshop before already. How many times? Once? Can you do it verbatim? Because if you can't do the workshop verbatim, you need to sit in there again. You need to be in the workshop until you can run the workshop, you know? So those are just a couple things. Geez, oh man. You know, 7 years have gone by so fast, and it's going to do the same for you. So make sure we make every day count. And I think that's a big thing as well. I think a lot of people, they'll work on improving themselves for 2 days, and then they'll take 2 days off. So if you don't grow, what's happening? You die. So let's say you grew for 2 days, but then the next 2 days you took off. What happened for those 2 days? You died. So where are you back to? Back to square one. 4 days have gone by, and where'd you go? Nowhere, right? Consistent growth on a daily basis. Success doesn't happen in a day, but it happens daily, right? Daily, in the things that we do daily. Rome wasn't built in a day. So, you know, just to cut the meeting short, I could go on and on and on about, you know, the past 7 years with the company, things that I've done to kind of separate myself from others and all that kind of stuff. But it's 10:46, and I want to get you guys out of here, get you in the mix for today, get you in the field. So,
Yeah, I know.
come on.
Who's the Tommy?
Passing out on the stage.
Somebody give us Tommy back.
So,
I thought I didn't hear you.
do you want me to go? Because I can talk to you. No, listen, I've been with this company for 7 years. You understand? I got 7 years of fire, and on my first day I could have talked for an hour. So give me 7 years. Here, I got 10,200 reasons why I can talk right now. 10,200 reasons. That's my renewals last month. 7 years in the business, I got $10,200 deposited in my account in renewal income. Break out the calculators. Break them out. Let's do some math real quick. Who wants to retire, right? If you want to retire, if you had $1 million in the bank, first of all, who here has $1 million in the bank? Come on, right? How long is it going to take somebody in America working 40 hours a week, getting paid $40,000 a year to save up $1 million? How many? Guess how much money somebody saves on average in America today? Guess the average savings rate in America? Negative 1%. Negative 1%. Negative 1%. If somebody makes 100, they spend 101. So if you make 40,000, what are you going to have saved up when you're 60? Most people are going to be in debt. And they're going to be negative 60,000 in debt, right? So how are you going to save $1 million? You need to start figuring that out, or you ain't going to be able to retire if you work in America. But if you work in American Income Life Insurance Company, founded by Bernard Rappaport, early 1950s, 100% new insurance company, baby, owned by Torchmark Corporation. Now, if you work at that company, that's a different story. Math tells me, I sat down with my financial advisor the other day, right? I'm smart enough to know I don't know everything, so I have an advisor who tells me what to do. I said, so listen, if I retire, what kind of withdrawal rate would you recommend me to use? Because I was thinking 5%. He said 5% is a little aggressive. I would actually say 4% if you want to be truly conservative. So if you have $1 million saved up, Kadir, and you draw 4% a year out of your money, how much money you like to pull out of your money every year? What's 4% of $1 million?
40,000.
40,000. So you're telling me that if I saved up $1 million, that I'd be able to live off of $40,000 a year? That's what my financial advisor said to me. Look me in my eyeballs. I I said, so if I have $1 million, my lifestyle is going to be $3,700 a month. $3,300 a month or something. $1 million is going to get you $40,000 a year retirement. Do you believe that? That's real life. Right? So, if you want to have $10,000 coming in, which is $120,000 a year, how much money would you have to have saved up? Well, we know $1 million gets you $40,000, right? So to get $120,000 a year in retirement money in America, how much do you have to have saved up in the bank? $3 million. Who here feels like they're going to save $3 million over the next 10 years? You're going to save $3 million over the next 10 years? Let's go. Let's go, right? That means you have to make $300,000 a year for the next 10 years and save every penny of it. Save every penny of it. Right? Now, in American income, you can do that. Now, in America, nobody I know over the next 10 years working a normal job is going to be able to save $3 million in 10 years. Go talk to anybody you know. Think about it. Go through your Rolodex in your head right now. Who do you know in the next 10 years is going to be able to save $3 million? Who? Who? Please tell me somebody. Anybody. Who? All right. That doesn't work with this company. I don't know. I don't know. But I can tell you this. I've been with the company for 7 years, and they're paying me $10,000 a month. Last time I checked, $10,000 a month, how much would I have to save up to be getting residual income off of that? $3 million. I'm getting paid today like I got $3 million in the bank. And I don't. I got $0 in American Income Bank. They're just paying me like I got the money. You realize that? I have to own free and clear $3 million of real estate. Clear. Not, I have to pay it all off. But if I own real estate, then you got to pay what? Real estate taxes. Then you got to pay for what? Maintenance. Then you got to what? Fill the void and make sure people are actually renting the place. Pain in the ass. I'd rather just go sell a life insurance policy and then not worry about it and get paid for the rest of my life. This is real talk right now. The company is really giving me $10,000 a month. And I've only been here for 7 years. This is the best retirement plan in the world. And we get to help people. Man, did you ever hear this quote where somebody says, the more that you help others, the more you can help yourself? Right? There's not many places that like is really true. But here, I found that the more that you help others, the more, in fact, you don't even help yourself unless you help others in our company. How can you help yourself if you don't help anybody else in this company? Explain to me how that works. It doesn't. The only way you help yourself is if you help someone else when? Second or first? You have to help someone else when? You have to help someone else first. And if you help someone else first, then you help yourself. Isn't that beautiful? 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. He says it. You got to always think what? When. Always think when. This is a win-win all the way around. Every facet of it. There's not even, I can't find a lose anywhere in it. It's just not even a win-win. It's a win-win everywhere you go. Deal. And that's what I love. Right? The more that you can help other people get what they want, the more that you get what you want. So that's why I love leadership in this business as well. Because if you look at just the plain old hierarchy that the way Bernard Rappaport, isn't it brilliant how Mr. Rappaport structured our company to where the only way the SA is successful is if the H is successful, and the only way the GA is successful is the Asian and the SA is successful, and the only way the MJ is successful is the GA and the SA and the Asian is successful, right? And the only way anybody is successful is if the client's successful, having life insurance. Isn't that amazing? Right? I love that. So, the last things I'm going to end with, guys, are I got 3 P's plus another P. Alright? So that's what? 4 P's. Alright, just making sure you guys are paying attention. So the 3 P's are Jack. They are what? Product, personality, and presentation. Raise your hand if you feel you got all three. Who here feels they got a great product? All right, so only some of us feel we have a great product. If you feel you don't have a great product, please leave. Okay, this is the best damn product in the world. All right? Who feels they got a great personality? Huh? Personality, I got it. Me too. Me too. Who has a great presentation? Huh? If you got a great product, a great presentation, and a great personality, who's not going to want to buy it? Who? That's my question. Think about that for a second. You got a great product, a great presentation, and a great personality. Who's not going to want to buy it? Guess who's not going to want to buy it? I know who. The person you don't go sit down with. That's who's not going to buy it, because you can't hit what you can't see. You got to be able to sit down with people. So the fourth P is people. Product, personality, presentation. But don't forget about the people. We got to have people to give that presentation to, right? Thank God for American Income and Bernard Rappaport's beautiful lead system. We're able to get in front of people, because where I used to come from, I used to cold call and prospect just to sit down with one person a week. I spent 90% of my life cold calling and prospecting. Isn't it so beautiful how we used to wake up and dedicate all our time towards seeing people? We just dedicate all our time towards just going and seeing people. You don't have to wake up every day wondering, where am I going to get my next lead at? Who am I going to, how am I going to, I got a cold call and prospect for the next 3 days. We don't have to think about that or do that, right? So those are the 4 Ps. I also have 3 things. So I don't have them for these. I try to think of an acronym or something, and I've just been calling them 3 things. Okay? Thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3, like Dr. Seuss, right? All right, so thing 1. Thing 1 is attitude. Thing 2 is coachability. And thing 3 is work ethic. If you have all 3 things, you're good to go, baby. Attitude, coachability, and work ethic. Anytime I see a breakdown in anybody in this business, it's usually a breakdown in one of those 3 areas. Okay? So check yourself in those 3 areas at all points. Have you been 100% coachable to your coach? Every time your manager told you to do something, did you do it 100% to the T? Are you coachable? Or are you only coachable when you like what your coach tells you? Coachability is not only being coachable when your coach tells you to do something and you like it, but actually being coachable is doing what doing when you don't like what the coach tells you to do. How coachable have you really been? How coachable have you really been? 100%? Or only when you feel like it? Attitude. Check your attitude. Is your attitude good only when things are going good? Or is your attitude good all the time? Because it's more important to have a good attitude when things are not going well versus everybody. It's easy to have a good attitude when things are going well, but successful people are able to have a good attitude when things are not going well. So attitude, coachability, and work ethic, we already talked about that. What's your excuse? Why would you not have the best work ethic in your office? Why? Why would you not have the best work ethic in your office? Why? Why somebody have a better one than you? Right? I don't know. That's something we can answer ourselves, you know. But those are the 3 things, guys, and that's all I got. Let's make today count. Make the day count, guys. Let's make this week count. Happy 4th of July.